So then, this is Joseph Wilcox, Unit 7, Assignment 1, now talking about Liberty. So then, Liberty, it's a third sector organisation and was created in 1934, and that was when it was founded. And it was created with the basic origins of being able to protect rights and freedom for those through court and in Parliament and wider community, so we'd just be helping people with their rights, so that we'll make sure that we have our rights, and they'll be doing that by protesting and making sure that it's getting spoke about in court, Parliament and local councils. They'd also be making sure that stuff like freedom gets talked about and putting forward their view on it, because even though they're not politically even though they're not a political party, they're still being treated like one because of what they do. Basically, they make sure that they're listened to, and that turns out to be quite effective. So then, what has the organisation achieved? So basically, what it's achieved is they've done public campaigning outside government and outside local councils and even courts to make sure that their point gets across. They've also done a policy analysis, and they've done advice for different people and analysis for different companies to ensure that they know the rights and freedom that they deserve, so that when they do go into court or go through Parliament, the laws do, then they will actually be treated correctly and not just be flung to the side, not actually knowing what they are. So then what they've achieved, they've got the value, what the aim is of the organisation. They've got the, basically they try and treat everybody equal with fairness, so not depending on race, age, religion, politics, political beliefs. Basically, they try and treat everyone the same, and that's their aim, to do that whilst making sure that they protect the rights and freedoms of people and laws and everything that have been submitted. Who do they target? They always definitely target the United Kingdom citizens and support them. So they'll be looking out for our rights, to make sure that the United Kingdom, when they make the Rights Act, Human Rights Act 1998, then they will actually be spot on, and that they won't be missing stuff out, they won't be changing stuff, so that they can have their way. Liberty will make sure that everything will be included. They'll also be campaigning for additional rights and the freedom to be given to them, so that they won't have to deal with situations after, because as they're going through court, as they're going through stuff like Parliament or even local councils, they'll be there campaigning, making sure that everything's as it's supposed to be. So they are for the citizens of the UK, supporting them, making sure that they have got the rights of what they should have, and that they're allowed to exercise their rights, and also freedom, that they're allowed to exercise their freedom and have their freedom in the United Kingdom, and no laws or anything will come against it to prevent it. So it's all this organisation is working in the UK. There are organisations like it around the world, but this one's mainly for the UK. So it does impact the UK public services, because they will make sure that the police and everything abide by the rights that people have, and allow freedom and not be arresting people or detaining people for no reason, as that is what they actually campaign for, to make sure that basically everybody's individual dignity is restored, and they're allowed to carry on the way that should be allowed. They also campaign for stuff like equal treatment. So when there was a police case going through about racism in the London police, then basically that all went through the courts and was decided, and they were making, and Liberty were always there making sure that the rights of the people will be kept, and that would be made an example of what shouldn't happen. So it does affect the UK public services in the idea of courts and everything, but police not so much. It does slightly to ensure that people are still given their rights and freedom which they deserve. But apart from that, demonstrations are about the only thing which bothers the UK public services, as there'll need to be paramedics there and police there making sure that it doesn't get out of hand, and nothing else happens. So that is Liberty.